This is The Scoop for Wednesday.
I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News headlines. An investigation is underway in Manatee County after families found 17 gravesites vandalized at the historic Old Memphis Cemetery in Palmetto. The sheriff's office announced the investigation yesterday. The cemetery is 120 years old and associated with the local black community. Officers found the words Trump and Ron DeSantis spray painted on some graves, while others were damaged and the headstones broken. No arrests have been made, and county officials are currently evaluating additional security measures at the cemetery. Last week, the U.S. Department of Agriculture officially required stores that accept food stamps to carry more real food. WMNF's Chris Young reports stores must now carry 7 varieties of items across 4 categories of staple foods: protein, grains, dairy, and fruits and vegetables.
This change more than doubles the requirements of available foods, according to a press release from the USDA. This comes shortly after soda and sweets were removed from Florida's SNAP program in April. Camel Austin works at Ole's Market in St. Petersburg. The market accepts SNAP, and Austin says he's seen some people switch to healthier choices, such as replacing Coca-Cola with juice. But as a whole, he says people tend to stay consistent with their purchases regardless.
That is what I'm saying. People who love to drink milk every day, who use the card, they buy milk always. People who might buy the protein item, they buy the protein item.
Nearly 1 in 8 people in the country receive SNAP benefits, according to 2025 data from Pew Research. Chris Young, WMNF News.
People have until Friday to weigh in on a Trump administration decision to roll back regulations for companies that emit ethylene oxide. The Environmental Protection Agency is asking for public input on a toxic gas used in a plant in Temple Terrace to clean medical tools. According to the Tampa Bay Times, the plant didn't have filters to prevent the odorless gas from leaking into the community. Now 20 people are suing, saying they have cancer due to the exposure. Both the Temple Terrace plant and a sister location in Fort Myers closed last year. 4 plants remain open in Palm Harbor, Groveland, Ave Maria, and Jacksonville. In Lutz, a homeowners association is pushing for Hillsborough County to take over an aging and damaged well. The small subdivision is called Sunset Manor, and the private HOA manages a well that is 450 feet deep. It was built in the late 80s. Now, the well needs some maintenance and repairs that will cost these 21 households roughly $150,000, about $7,000 per home. For many residents, like Donnie Rutherford, that's not an amount they can pay every couple of years.
It has never worked right since I've been living there. It's every year or two we have to do something with it. And if you know you're retired, you don't get a raise every year. You're not in the 6-digit numbers. And every year you get less because everything goes up and your money don't mean as much. And we need that water. We need it now.
But according to a report presented at a recent county meeting, Hillsborough has never taken over an HOA's privately owned water system. Nor does Sunset Manor meet the code requirements for the county to intervene. Here is the commissioner, Christine Miller, during a recent county meeting.
I think that we could potentially be opening ourselves up to 30, 40 years after a subdivision, sort of gets into trouble and they go, oh, we're out, and they're going to look to the county for help, and that's not actually how it works. They would have to plan for the future of repairs on things that the HOA owns.
The county commission motioned for a meeting with community residents to explore possible grants and revolving loans. Senator Ed Hopper from Clearwater told reporters for the Tampa Bay Times that the state should not allocate any money for the Rays Stadium proposal until they reach an agreement with the local government. The Tampa Bay Rays CEO is hoping to secure a non-binding agreement with Tampa and Hillsborough County to allocate $1 billion in public funding for the new stadium. In the budget proposal for the next fiscal year, the Senate allocated $50 million to rebuild Hillsborough College's Dale Mabry campus, where the stadium will be built. However, the House's proposal does not allocate any money for the college. Today, it will be cloudy and humid with some thunderstorms and highs in the high 80s. Tonight, it will be clear and humid with lows in the low 70s. And tomorrow, it will be clear and less humid with highs in the high 80s. I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.